Hey guys, it's your buddy Rome. So in this video, what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at a product that was sent out to me that I think a lot of you guys have been asking about. You've been asking about an affordable audio system. You guys know I talk about a lot of different types of microphones, wired as well as microphones that require to be connected to some type of audio interface. I have been looking at this brand for quite some time. Now, they have sent me quite a few microphones in the past to review. The company we're talking about is FIFINE. Now, in this little box that you guys see here in my hot little hands is their newest wireless microphones. So we're going to take them back to the desk here. We're going to unbox these, take a look at them, connect them to one of my devices and show you guys exactly what they look like, how they function. And at the end of the video, I will do an audio sampling from these microphones connected to one of the cameras that I use here in the studio. So if you guys are ready for that, you're ready, let's go. All right, guys, let's get right to it. Let's take a look at what comes in the box. So as you guys can see, this comes in a very nice rugged case. This is going to be great for protecting all of the different accessories that come with it. It also has like a little lanyard holder, if you want to call it that. So if you want to hang this off of a backpack, you could use it that way as well. So this is a single zipper case. And inside of the case, you're going to find all of the different accessories. So let's pop those out real quick so you guys can see what those look like. So the first accessories that you're going to get are going to be a bunch of different cables. And they're going to come in this little bag here. So you're going to get a variety. Let's take a look at each one of these. All right, guys, so we have three different cables here. We have a 3.5 to 3.5 cable here. This is going to be for connecting to like your cameras, things like that still utilize that type of cable connection. You also receive an additional 3.5 to 3.5 cable. And you receive a USB-C to 3.5 cable. So that's going to be for connecting things like your phones or whatever other devices you might be able to use. But it comes with three different cables, three different options for being able to connect the microphones. You also receive the little dead cats. These are your little wind muffs. And trust me, guys, if you film at outdoors at all, you will understand the benefit of having one of these little guys, because this is going to save your bacon when you're out there and it's windy. You know, this will keep your audio from distorting, and you actually get two of those. So you get two of those in the bundle, which is really nice. You also get a USB-A to USB-C cable. Now this is going to be utilized for charging the case. So all of those things, all of those accessories come in the case. This is going to be great for keeping everything, you know, organized together, not a problem. Again, really nice little case here. All right, so let's take a look at this case. So as you guys can see here, we have a USB-C here on the back. That's going to be for charging this. Now, this case will charge the microphones and receivers up to 3 times. Gives you about 30 hours of power from this little case once it's charged up 100%. Now, if you notice here, when I open the case and close it, we get these little LED lights here on the front that are going to illuminate. That's letting us know that, you know, what the power level is of the case itself. If you look inside, you're going to find your 2 microphones, omnidirectional microphones, and the receiver. Now, when you first open these, there is some little tape here at the bottom that you need to remove in order to use these. So you're just going to peel that off. Now, this is going to also expose the USB-C that's built into the microphone. So let's just say, for instance, you're out on a job, somehow you lose this case. It happens. You won't be just left out. You'll still be able to charge the microphones and the receivers from the same USB input you see right here. All right, so let's get everything out of the case so we can take a closer look at it. All right. Again, same thing. We're going to remove the tape. And we're going to do the same thing with the receiver. And there's the additional USB that I was referring to. So when you first drop these in the case, once you've removed those, the case will automatically start to charge these guys. So all you have to do is drop them in like so. You'll see them light up, letting you know that it's starting to charge. Just like that. And now your receiver and your microphone are both charging. Let's take one of the microphones out and take kind of look around it. So as you guys can see here, right here on the front, this is your power button. On the top here, you have two indicator lights. Your microphone element is right here at the very top, and that's also where the little dead cats are going to clip on. On the opposite side, you have your sync button. Now, these are going to already be synced up with the receiver, so you won't have to use that. But you do have noise cancellation button right here for on and off. It has a built-in clip, which is going to make it really easy for you to clip this onto your clothing or whatever you want to attach it to, which is really nice. Okay, so that's, for the most part, the microphone. Then the receiver also has a clip. Now, of course, you can use this clip to attach to cold shoes of different cameras. And let's make sure. Some of these I've had before where they don't fit, but that one does. Look at that. It fits perfectly on this camera, no problem. It's going to pretty much, well, I don't know. It's got a little wiggle to it. I have to admit that. You know, guys, I keep it real with you guys. But you can attach it, as I said before, to the cold shoe of your camera. This is a cold shoe of a cage, so it might be a little bit different in size. So, test it on your specific camera to see, how it's going to fit. But regardless of that, again, underneath we have that USB-C. Here on this side, we have our power button. We have our A and B. That's for A and B as far as the microphones go. At the top here, you're going to get an indicator. It's going to also show you when they're linked. So right now, we see one microphone linked right now. So let's take the second microphone out. And now we have the second microphone. Now, something I did just notice, these are magnetized because they use the magnets, to connect with the case. So in theory, something metal, you could attach this to if you just had to. I wouldn't recommend it because it's still going to be kind of wobbly because the magnets aren't super strong and they're not built for that. But that's just something I just noticed. All right, so back to the receiver. So as you guys can see here, we have our mono and stereo button. We have our sync button. We have our audio out. So that's going to be for those 3.5 cables that we looked at before. Again, we have the display here on the top. And as you switch between mono and stereo, it's going to show here that it's enabled or disabled. If you're using your microphones, you can adjust the microphone's volume from these buttons here. So if I want to adjust the microphone A, I can bring that down. There's 3 different settings for the audio, as you guys can see. So I can bring that down and then back up to 100%. And I can do the same with B. So if you need to be able to adjust the audio because you have 2 different people, one might speak a little bit more aggressively or louder than the other, and you need to adjust the microphones according to that, this is going to make it really easy for you to be able to do so. Okay, so there is no smartphone app that I'm familiar with or aware of that you can connect these to for any type of advanced settings. Some microphones will have that, these do not, but I don't think you're going to actually need that. I think in most cases, you're just going to be able to plug this into whatever device you want to plug them into, and everything is just going to work accordingly, okay? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to plug the receiver into one of my cameras that I'm filming with right now. And let's see, what cable do I need? I need this cable here. So connecting it to an iPhone, I'm going to use this 3.5, and that's going to plug in. That's going to plug in like that. And this section here is going to plug into the USB of the phone. And hopefully that will recognize it. All right, so let's grab one of the microphones. And now I'm going to have to restart. All right, guys, so what you're listening to right now is the audio coming from the microphone that I'm holding in my hand. I'm going to bring the microphone further forward so you guys can see, but the audio is being captured by this microphone, and this is about maybe 2.5 feet away from me. I'm bringing it a little bit closer and closer. Now, I do not have noise cancellation enabled for this microphone, so we're going to test that as well. We're going to turn on our noise cancellation, and we're going to see what the audio sounds like with the noise cancellation also enabled. And this is a test. So you guys are going to hear live in this video what this audio sounds like. Yes, I'm moving the microphone around because A lot of people, when they're using these, they're going to be constantly moving. They're going to be picking up things and rustling things. And I'm looking to see if this is also going to pick up handling noise. All right, so we're going to turn off the noise cancellation. Now, I'll be honest with you guys, in most cases, I would not use noise cancellation built into any microphone. I would prefer in my post-editing software, whether it's Premiere, Final Cut, whatever I use to do the audio and control the noise cancellation and voice isolation and stuff like that within the app. But I did want you guys to hear what these microphones sound like. All right, so that's pretty much it, guys. In a nutshell, you're still hearing some audio coming from this microphone at a distance because it's now here on the table. Hopefully being connected to this metal desk is not interfering with any of the audio, but I will know in editing. So again, if you're looking for some budget-friendly wireless microphones, I think the M9 could be a great option for you from our friends over at FIFINE. So definitely take a look at these. And yeah. All right, guys, it's been your buddy Rome at Rome Knows Tech, and I will catch you all in the next video. Hopefully this video has been informative, if nothing else, entertaining. But I will see you all in the next. Until then, stay safe. Peace. I'm out.